friends, let's take a look at Tezos. Thank you so much for joining me today. Really appreciate it. Really massively appreciate it. I just massively appreciate it. I love the Tezos community. I love everybody involved in it. Thank you so much for joining me. You've all got hearts of gold. That's right. You've all got hearts of gold. So thanks so much for tuning in. Right. Okay. So just briefly looking at this 24-hour time frame, we didn't quite get the double bottom on the go there. We've got this slightly lower low just over here, but are we going to get an inverse cup with handle on the go or something like that? I'm not going to look towards that just now. Really, we've got these horizontal lines that we can be bearing in mind, and of course this Fibonacci 236 retracement. I really want to see the prices move up above 2,700. If they do that, then I'm happy to see them go up expect them to go up towards that 2,800 level thereafter. And each one of these things is giving you up more, just under 5% in terms of the movements up, or 3.5% and 4.5% and whatnot. So if you were trading this is pretty good. If you're looking, I'm not a financial advisor, no, it's financial advice, but in and around these areas, you could be looking and saying, like, I think that we're going to just, it's an okay time to buy the dip. Overall, you could. In terms of looking towards when it's a bad time to be buying the dip, Bitcoin prices, let's just call that 2,450, then that would be a bad time because, of the significant sort of macro change in the market going below our previous lows over there. We've already kind of gone below this previous low over here, and we have Fibonacci retracements on here to kind of give us a bit of a clue as to where they're going, but all that's good stuff. I'm just going to jump on over to the dollar chart here and take a look. We had this head and shoulders, this shoulder, head, shoulder area. We got the full measure move off the back of it, so that's why one of the reasons as well I'm happy enough to see the prices turn around now on both the Bitcoin and the dollar pairings, because I want to see them move up above this. This is kind of like where this purple line is our sort of our key area for resistance at the minute. Looking at this, it's $2.40, we're going to call it. I want to see the prices move up above there, challenge this 245 area where we have the 236 Fibonacci retracement, and then move on up and try and get our 3 upward side targets, and that isn't even being particularly bullish about things. That's just looking for a retrace of overall as part of a downward trend, which you could say started on the 1st of June. So you'd be looking towards the 236, then afterwards the 382 at 250, the 50% at 270, and the 618 up there at 280 would be the 3 areas to look to. Now, moving up above 277, really 278, and that 280 area would be great because you'd be busting back in for a recompletion of this ascending triangle area. Not so much ascending triangle, maybe something else would be a bit more accurate over there in terms of this one, and maybe we'll have a really big structure pattern on the go here with this, and maybe we can change things around somewhat. If I just bring this down to here and do something like that, then in the big grand scheme of things, maybe towards the weekly time frame we might see something kind of flitting around in here. No, that doesn't work on the weekly time frame at all. In fact, it would be far more likely instead to say that there was something like this on the go on the weekly time frame, where you'd be looking at potentially a downward channel like that, or trying to be generous about things and say that there's some sort of descending broadening wedge on the go or something like that. But really, in actual fact, just looking at this and asking the questions about which way are we going to break out of this channel overall. So on the weekly time frame, though, still adds up to the same thing, looking at 280 for the move towards the top side. Let's dive on over and see how it's going against Ethereum. Now, we went down below this area. We have been scooped by where we wanted to see our overall this chat here is high, higher, low, higher, high, higher, low, is what we're looking at here. And of course, you could effectively have a higher low coming anywhere down to this 850 area, 0085. But we were looking here and asking for it to turn around here. And, if we get above this 0.111 area, then maybe we'll be looking up towards the top side. And the 21 EMA here on the weekly time frame is obviously a big denoter of trend. We want to be above that. So moving up above that area is great. It would be a higher high. It would be above this key area of support resistance. It would be a higher low, potentially if they formed a local low then at that point, because it would look like it, and it would be above the 21 EMA. So, if we just call it sort of 12 cents or 12 Ethereum cents or whatever, that would be ideal to see the prices moving up to that to continue this overall upward trend. But I don't think anybody trades this in a big time. Let's just look and see if there's a divergence between these two lows. There isn't. On the stochastics, there might be just a touch of it. No, there isn't. On the DMI, there isn't. No, there's no divergence. So, we've not got anything great to be looking to overall here for this one. Was hoping to see something happening. Did I see divergence at one point on the weekly time frame? Is that what I saw, or something like that? I don't know. No, no. So anyway, yeah, that's all really going to do. Is there anything that I've missed off? I mean, this is a fairly short episode. Doesn't need to be a long one. My other two episodes today, two of my episodes, the Ethereum one and the Bitcoin one, are both going to get copyright strikes against them. But I highly recommend you watch them if you want to see a nice little bit of music. You might hate the music though, in which case I'll get tens of thumbs downs, just like I got for yesterday's videos. But yeah, what are we looking at here then? What am I looking at? Is it between this low and this low? Aye, so between this, if this is the low and then this comes in and forms a higher low at some point along the way here above this 2,450 area, then you could be looking at having as part of an uptrend, and looking at the lows as part of an uptrend, you could be looking at having hidden bullish divergence. Now that would be nice to see because we have bearish divergence on here on this uptrend, on this big weekly time frame between the big high here and this big high over here. So you want to, if we get some hidden bullish divergence and move up towards the top side, that would be quite nice to see, given that we're actually operating in terms of the weekly time frame with sort of bearish divergence there between the highs on that one, and going down below 2450 would be sort of shit. So that'll do for today's video there on that one. Thank you so much for tuning in. I really do appreciate it massively. I'm not going to put any music or anything into this one. Yeah, thanks. Great. Shout out to all of you. You're the best. Oh, wait, no, did I mention it? Yeah, on the weekly time frame here, the 2007, the 21 EMA is coming in at 2,700 area. Again, that's where the 236 Fibonacci is. So, we can just keep it simple and look towards those areas. I mean, it's all just there. It's all there. If we can get above 2686, that's pretty good, because that would be a start for us. But we'll see. That's where the previous low was, on the way down towards where we are now. Waste more time on this thing? Yeah, no, there's no point wasting any more time. Yeah, great. Catch you next time. Thanks so much for tuning in. Really do appreciate it.